Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and Happy New Year. I'm doing a 2024 wrap-up crystals I worked with type video. 2024 was a good year for this channel. And I'll get into it more in a little bit, but I had fun this month. I loved making videos. I love talking about crystals anyway. And so just 2024, I had a lot of good ideas. I had a lot of good results from my monthly videos, and it was fun. And I hope 2025 works out good too. So with this wrap up, we're going to start with the section of 2024. Crystal grids. Now, I know you guys don't really care for my crystal grids videos because hardly anybody watches them. And honestly, I'm a little frustrated with them too. So I did a series on like how to plan out a crystal grid, explain like the shape crystals. I went into some detail. I'm not going to go into a whole lot now. I'm just going to tell you about it. This is the crystal grid that after all those other videos I came up with. Now, remember, I live in a small area. And I mean, we live in a camper. We don't have a lot of storage space. We don't have a lot of space to put, like, a crystal grid needs to be put somewhere where it's not going to get bumped a lot. It's not going to get moved around a lot. I put it in an area that doesn't get moved a lot, but it still got bumped. And this is how I picked it up. So you can see, you know, I was always readjusting and fixing where things went. And sometimes they got more bumped than other times. Like this one, I think this one got a little adjusted when I picked it up too, because I don't remember it being that bad when I was looking at it. But anyway, crystal grids are not good for small living conditions. They get bumped and moved a lot, no matter where you put it, no matter what. Now, also, because it does get moved a lot, I had to reactivate it a lot. And sometimes I just wasn't in the mood to do it. And I did notice after I would reactivate it, something would happen that the specific intention of this crystal grid was to, it was prosperity, but specifically for money prosperity, like to bring in money for us. And it did help. I did notice some stuff going on money-wise for us. But I think because I don't know how to explain it. For a crystal grid, you want it to sit and do its thing. And I don't think this one was able to do that. One thing I did notice, so this was set up in October, like mid-October, and it had been up for like a week, and I got my birthday card from my dad, and he sends scratch tickets, and I won $10 off of one of the tickets. Now, I'm in Oklahoma, he's in Colorado, so that was a little difficult to get my $10 back, but I held on to it till we went out for Christmas. It was fine. But, so if you watch that video where I set this up, you'll notice that I felt, and see, now even I felt warmth over here. It's when I was activating it. So I thought it was going to be a more amazing experience than it really was. And I was super excited about it, but I just think because it wasn't in an undisturbed area, I think it didn't work as good as I wanted it to. Another thing I noticed when I first, like, I think it'd been set up for a few weeks. So I've got carnelian in these 3 spots. Well, after a couple weeks, I was looking at it and I realized this was right here. That's not carnelian. This is one of my favorite pieces of red jasper. I don't know how I did that because I should have. I think because I was focused on making the video, I didn't realize that I was using one of my favorite pieces of red jasper. So it didn't seem, because it was on there when I got the scratch ticket. So I know somebody had asked one time if I really thought that symmetry was really important to a crystal grid. I think it is to a point, but obviously it wasn't too much because this is the only piece of red jasper that was on there at the time, and it was in line with the carnelians. So I don't know. I'm not going to give up on crystal grids. I'm going to wait till we have a house and I can actually have an area where I feel like it's not going to get bumped too much, and see from there. So right now, I'm going to stick with my manifestation bowls. They're similar, which I need to put that there for now. You can arrange them, in a certain way if you want, or you can just sprinkle them in. To me, manifestation bowls are perfect for a small living area. I don't feel like they need to be as activated as much because they're all just kind of jumbled up in there anyway. They're still bringing in, I still like to put a generator or a point or something in the middle. I still feel like it's bringing all the energies together and sending it out. I don't feel like it needs as much care as like a crystal grid, where it's using the sacred geometry part to help. I think in a way crystal grids could be more powerful because it's using the sacred geometry. But for me, I think for right now, the crystal or my manifestation bowls are perfect. They still work, and I don't have to worry about them getting bumped as much. So let's move on now. Get this away. I'm gonna bring this in. All right. So in January of 2024, I worked with lapis lazuli for the month. In February, I'm gonna pull in a carnelian from the bowl over here. And see, that's another thing. I feel like I can pull crystals out of that bowl and it won't screw things up. Oh no, I was using this one. Sorry. So February was carnelian. March, I worked with flower agate. April was red jasper, and I actually think I was carrying this piece, which makes me even more confused about why I added it to the crystal grid. But whatever. Let's see. Okay. January, February, March, April. May was pink amethyst, and that was amazing. June was aquamarine, and since that video I bought this piece plus 2 or 3 other pieces. And July was bloodstone. August was green aventurine. September was moss agate. October, Bumblebee Jasper. November. Okay. I'm back. My camera overheated and it said it needed a break. So, let's see, where was I? November was blue calcite. And December was labradorite. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on each crystal. You can go watch their videos to see the details about them. As you can see, there was a lot of grounding, calming, communication, and working through stuff for 2024. Green Adventuring was the only one that I just didn't feel a strong connection to. Blue Calcite was the most surprising and the most intense. Bumblebee Jasper, of course, was my favorite, but from the ones I haven't worked with before, it's a hard decision. I would say probably Aquamarine was my favorite that I hadn't worked with before, just because it's good for, it helped me through allergies and asthma. Focus. So, but then there's moss agate that I really loved, and the labradorite, which I just recorded the video. I recorded the video first, but I think this video is going to come out before that one. So yeah, I don't know. I loved them all. Labradorite is the one that I'm most excited about to add to my magical practice, and moss agate, I would say, is the one I'm most excited to unpack from my stored collection and put it all over my house when we finally get a house, because it was amazing. And in that collection I bought that's packed away, I have a bunch of pieces, so I'm very excited about that one. Pink Amethyst was recommended by one of you, and I am so happy that person recommended it. It is the most watched video from my monthly videos for 2024. Actually, I think it's my most watched video overall in 2024. If you have recommendations for me that you're curious about, please let me know. Sometimes I know which one I want to work with for a month. Sometimes I'm drawn to one, but sometimes I have no clue until the day I need to make the change. So, definitely let me know. Now, this one I didn't have in my collection, so I had to find it. So it took me a few months to find it and buy it. But I'm very happy that whoever you were, I'm sorry, I didn't pull up the name, that recommended it. I'm very thankful you recommended it, because it is now one of my favorites. I love it. Let's see, what's next? So, that's my monthly videos. And like I said, if you have any recommendations you want to see, please let me know, because I like taking your recommendations too. It also helps me pick. So my favorite new playlist for this channel is recommendations for fictional characters. It is so much fun. I do my monthly crystal video, which is fun because I get to learn more about a certain crystal and connect with a crystal. And I thought these videos would be good examples for you to show how to take that knowledge from those monthly videos and show examples of choosing the crystal, the how and the why, and using them in everyday lives. They've become fun for me, thinking about what would be the best choice for certain characters and why, and apparently something I love doing, and I didn't know that. I love trying to figure out what the best crystals for Cindy Lou Who was, and what the best crystals for the Scooby-Doo group was. It was so much fun. The hardest part is choosing the movie, the show, the cartoon, book, whatever. I want to make sure it's something that you all probably know about, but also I don't I don't watch a lot of current stuff, and reality shows just make me angry and annoyed. So for current shows, I pretty much stick to YouTube and cooking shows. It's really hard to pick crystals for YouTubers and cooking shows. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I have a few that I've started, but the older stuff is better, like Scooby-Doo. That was perfect because I like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is my favorite, so you're going to hear talk about that a lot. Your favorite video seems to have been the ones where I show new crystals that I buy. That means I get to keep buying crystals for videos, right? Sure. I think so. So I'll keep doing, like, when I buy new crystals, I'll show them to you. And you all really like my monthly, especially the pink amethyst too. Even ones like my terminated quartz video, that one still gets a lot of videos or watches, and that one's 2 or 3 years old now. So I'm gonna keep doing the monthly videos. I don't know about crystal grids. We'll see. That'll be after we have a house thing anyway. But if you've got any recommendations for any other types, it doesn't have to fit into the type of videos I've been doing so far. Let me know, because I take any recommendations. I want to make sure that I'm making videos that you guys want to see and give you the information you want and need. And I don't want to make boring videos that nobody's going to watch, because that makes us all sad. And if they're boring, I probably don't want to make them either. So thank you for all of those that helped me get to 100 subscribers by the end of 2024. I reached my goal, and it was awesome. I actually made it to 115. New Year's Day morning, when I looked at my count, it was 115. And that was amazing. That means 115 people want to watch me talk about crystals, and that's amazing. And 115 may not be a big number in YouTube world, but it's a big number in Hillary world. So thank you. I really appreciate everybody that shared my videos and channel, and I really appreciate everybody that subscribed, liked, commented, all that. So and I appreciate everybody to keep doing that. It really means a lot. So, what recommendations do you have for 2025? Any crystals you want me to see me work with that I haven't worked with already? Any topics you want me to cover? Anything like that. Don't forget to join my Positive Energy with Facebook. I do that every time. Don't forget to join my Positive Energy with Crystals Facebook group, and I will see you next time.